Imagine you wake up every morning with exactly 100 gold coins in your hand. These coins are your only way to buy a future, to build a house, to protect your family, to leave a legacy. But instead of investing them, you walk down the street and throw a coin at every person who shouts at you. You drop 10 coins to look at a colorful billboard. You give 20 coins to a stranger telling a boring story. By noon, your hands are empty. When you finally reach the site where your empire should be built, you have nothing left to pay the workers. This isn't a metaphor. This is the clinical reality of your energy grid. You aren't lazy. You are simply bankrupt. You spend your biological capital on digital ghosts and wonder why your life feels like a hollow shell. Today, we discuss the reconstruction of that grid and the end of the distraction tax. In the clinical world, focus is not a feeling. It is an electrical resource. Your brain is a high-output machine trapped in a low-status environment. 20,000 years ago, every spark of energy was used for survival. Today, that same energy is being harvested by algorithms designed to keep you in a state of permanent leakage. We are discussing a biological mismatch where your ancient drive for information gathering has been weaponized against you. You think you are staying informed, but you are actually being overtaxed. Every notification is a direct withdrawal from your future. When your energy grid is compromised, your ability to perform high-status work vanishes. You become a spectator in your own life, watching others build while you sit in the ruins of your own attention. This is the biological price of comfort. The easier it is to be distracted, the more expensive your future becomes. To reconstruct the grid, we must perform a clinical audit. Where is the currency going? Most people live in a state of neural poverty. They wake up and immediately hand over their most valuable energy to a smartphone screen. This is the equivalent of starting a business by giving away 50% of your equity to a stranger. We must analyze the clinical void, the space where no taxes are paid. By creating a window of time where the world cannot reach you, you force your brain to reinvest its capital into your own goals. This isn't about trying harder, it's about structural management. If the grid is leaking, the house will never have power. We discussed the necessity of high-friction environments. The burn you feel when focusing is the resistance of a system that is finally being put to work. Crave that friction. It is the only sign that you are no longer paying the tax. A high-status mind is built like a fortress. It has thick walls and controlled entry points. In contrast, the average mind is like an open field. Anyone can walk in and leave their trash. Reconstructing your energy grid means building those walls. It means deciding, with clinical coldness, who and what deserves your currency. We discussed the transition from a spectator mind to an architect mind. The architect does not react. The architect constructs. This requires a level of ruthlessness that the Matrix calls antisocial, but we call it biological survival. If you do not protect your grid, it will be dismantled and sold for parts by the very platforms you use to relax. There is no relaxation in a bankrupt empire. There is only the slow decay of potential. The reconstruction of the energy grid is the only path out of the digital basement. You have the currency. You have the gold coins. The only question is whether you will continue to throw them at shadows or if you will finally start buying the stones for your castle. The clinical reality remains. The world is designed to keep you broke. Your focus is the only thing they can't take by force. You have to give it away. Stop giving it away. Reclaim the grid. Build the empire. The audit is over. The construction begins now. I am Peak Mind. Subscribe for the next discussion on biological wealth.